I'm not a big gun guy. I don't have a huge arsenal, but I do have a few things here and there. Pretty cool stuff. But one of the things that I kind of always wanted, um, just basically simply from the coolness factor, is a silencer or suppressor, actually what they're called. So I just had no idea what a long, drawn out process it was, and this kind of goes back to the point that I've been trying to make about gun laws are really only hurting the law-abiding citizens, because those are the only people that are paying attention to the laws anyway. Perfect example. Don't want to draw this out too much, but I started this process last September to get a silencer, a suppressor for the Beretta 9mm that I have. Uh, it You can buy the suppressor, but what you need to actually own it, to actually carry it, is called a tax stamp. It's 200 bucks, along with just this god-awful processing stuff. Literally, you got to fill out all these forms. Just really, really painful. But at any rate, so I bought the thing quite a while ago, but I couldn't take it anywhere. It was still at the gun shop because it didn't have the tax stamp yet. So they finally had to do more fingerprints and more money and more time and on and on and on. And finally they gave me a call and said, hey, it's in, you can come pick up your suppressor. So the one I got was basically, I think, one of, if not the best ones that I could find, called the Dead Air. Very, very, again, very, very cool. Not that practical, but it's just one of those cool things I've kind of always wanted. And this is a composite type. There's actually two of them. But you can see the length of this thing. It's basically as long as the weapon itself. But I had to get another barrel. That was another 200 or 250 to fit the Beretta. And of course, the suppressor itself was probably, I want to say 800 or some insane amount for this. But again, I bought it a long time ago. But this is actually a two-stage or dual suppressor. It actually has the full length, and then it's got this little additional one on top of it to silence it even more. And if you just wanted to do this one, which is incredibly long, you'd simply take this off. There's a piece in here that you'd have to put down in there, and you'd have a decent sized suppressor. But if you really want to silence it a little bit more, you put this sucker on there. And I had a chance to fire, it wasn't this one, but it was a pretty good suppressor at Volunteer Ordnance Works, boy, 6 months ago, give or take. And the supersonic ammo, not a whole lot of difference between the suppressor and just a standard weapon, but the subsonic, the higher grain bullet, was quite a bit quieter. So now that I have it, tomorrow morning, give or take, I'm gonna go out in the woods a little bit and fire a couple shots and see how it sounds. Just want to let you know though, literally from September to July to get a simple suppressor for a weapon, when I could probably gone downtown somewhere and picked it up for $200 or $300 and nobody would have ever even known I had it. Kind of silly. Like I said, gun laws, I can see the point to some degree, but in my opinion, gun laws are really only for the law-abiding citizens, because the criminals aren't going to obey it anyway. I'll keep you up to date, and I'll fire a couple rounds through this thing tomorrow. Bye.